Guess who's back, 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 back again, again, and Finch is back, back, back. Tell a friend, friend, friend. Guess who's back? 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 No, 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 nah, 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 nah. Shh. I created a monster because nobody wants to see Mike no more. They want Finch. I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want Finch, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka to jumpstart my heart quicker than the shots when I get shocked at the hospital with the doctor when I'm not cooperating, when I'm rocking the table while he's operating. You waited this long to stop debating because I'm back. I'm on the rack. I'm ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicating. So the FCC won't let me be or let me be me. So let me see. They tried to shut me down on YouTube, but it feels so empty without me. Welcome to 2025 Most Confident Picks. Good to see you, motherfuckers. I'm glad you all made it through the new year. It's 2025. It's a damn good year to bet and win. I bet some bets on fist fights as long as, be responsible, right? Only bet what you're willing to lose. Don't do no dumb shit. I'm sure you set some good New Year's resolutions for yourselves. You might want to lose some weight. If you want to fuck somebody up in a fist fight, this is my Alta shirt. Come to UFC Gym Huntington Beach. You can throw down with Cub Swanson's team. We could use you last month for signups. Come get in a fist fight. And if you want to talk fist fights, well, that's what we like to do right here. These are my 5 most confident picks for UFC Fight Night. Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas. And I'm going with Roman Kopylov over Chris Curtis. I'm going with César Almeida over Abdul Razak Alhassan. I'm going Uros Medic over Soriano, and then I'm going to go with Magomed Gadzhiyasulov over Bruno Lopez, and why not go with the EV Nurulo Aliev over Joe Solecki. Joe Solecki coming in on short notice. He is a submission threat, make no mistake. I mean, he's got nice guillotines. He's got nice rear naked strangles. He is a problem on the ground, but you put those little 4-ounce gloves on. They're wearing the old gloves again, so they can actually knock people out now. It's okay to knock people out in the UFC again. And not that I think Aliev will get a knockout here, but I do believe in the control. I believe in the ground and pound. I do believe that he will control the wrestling where the fight takes place. And Solecki on short notice, it's kind of like a Hail Mary submission thing. He's good in submission grappling. He's submitted some decent fighters, but I don't think he's going to get the submission this time. You run this fight over and over again. I'm sure Joe Solecki does find a choke here and there, but on Saturday night, give me the wrestler. All right. Then give me Magomed Gadzhiyasulov over Bruno Lopez. Bruno Lopez, probably a better striker, but sometimes likes to plant his feet, get into a brawl. I could see his kicks getting caught in this fight as well. And Gadzhiyasulov on top is a beast. Now you put him on his back, and he quickly turns from a lion to a pussycat, but I don't think Lopez is the guy to do that. So in this matchup, I could see Gadzhiyasulov getting the takedowns, getting the controlling positions, taking this thing on the scorecards. Uros Medic over Punahele Soriano. I almost put an underdog pick in instead of this one. All right. And I'm going to save that underdog pick. I will give it to you guys on the free channel. Go check it out over on the free channel. It'll be out there. I believe that he's a slicker striker than Punahele Soriano. Soriano's got a lot of power, but I think that he's going to run into some trouble here with getting to Uros Medic. And it would be nice to see takedowns. He's at Extreme Couture. You would expect that that's a wrinkle in his game, but you'll see on the next fight too. We can't trust these strikers with takedowns if that's what they need in the fight. So give me Uros Medic. He's the smaller of the two, but a more technically sound striker, a little slicker, a little harder to hit. I think he does get to the target. I think he can win a decision here. César Almeida over Abdul Razak Alhassan. It'd be nice if Alhassan hit takedowns. That would be nice, but he's 39. Are we really going to see more wrinkles to his game now? I think he's just pretty much going to stay primarily a striker, and he's in there with a very high level kickboxer. And I think that you got to think César Almeida gets this thing done, whether it's a knockout, kind of likely, or a decision. Give me César Almeida with the superior striking, and then Roman Kopylov over Chris Curtis. I fucking love Roman Kopylov. I've won money betting on Roman Kopylov. All right. Most of his UFC fights, I've picked him, and a couple of them I've bet on him, and he's good. He's got a good jab. He's got good kickboxing. He's got all right takedown defense, which he probably won't even need because, again, it's the same theme. It's like if these strikers, Chris Curtis, would wrestle, which Chris Curtis can wrestle, but he acts like he's a pure striker. And I think he's getting outstruck. I think Roman Kopylov is better. All right. One more time for the people in the back. Roman Kopylov, César Almeida, Uros Medic, Magomed Gadzhiyasulov, and Nurilo Aliev. I know I'm fucking up that first name, but the EVOV wrestlers. Give me those as my 5 most confident picks. All right. Okay. And then I already gave out this parlay, so why not say it here for you? Roman Kopylov and Uros Medic plus 104. I like it. I like it. All right. I'll give out my most confident bets, and one of those being a parlay, at least one of those being a parlay, over in the premium channel. You guys can go click on the link in the description of the video here. That will give you the free channel where I'll drop some free bets, including that dog I was talking about. But over in the premium channel, I got to drop my most confident bets overall. All right. So if I'm betting on it, it'll be on Telegram most likely. All right. And my most confident bets will definitely be on Telegram. All right. The big money bets that I drop, big money to me anyway, I'm not that rich, are going to be over there on Telegram. How's everybody doing? We good? Aliev, am I saying it right? You guys pissed about that? Happy New Year from Cambodia. Holy shit, Fernan. Cambodia. That's fucking awesome, dude. Happy New Year from Southern California. Is that as cool? I don't think that's as cool. Finch Show. Yes, we're here. Money Macchiano. Money Moicano. Is that what we were going for? Hey, Finch. Hey, Alex Gomez. What up? Roman, César, Uros, Magomed. Who was the last one, chat? Aliev, DeRitter over Holland. DeRitter and Holland. Striker versus grappler, man. You know? Striker versus grappler. Kevin Holland is fast on the feet. Kevin Holland's a problem, but you guys saw how Hamzat ran through him. It's probably an issue with DeRitter as well. One of those top 5, what do you think would be the one with more risk? I think Uros Medic being a former lightweight fighting Punahele Soriano, a former middleweight, is an interesting stat, right? But again, it's like if Soriano was a grappler, it would concern me more. But he's going to go, he's going to throw that big ass shot, and I think he misses. And I think Medic can just kickbox him slick. Wow. Just kickbox him. Just be technical. So, yeah, I would say out of my most confident, that would probably be, the least confident. I mean, and then it also matters who the opponents are, right? Like, Abdul Razak Alhassan's 39 fucking years old. So it's not like I'm have a ton of confidence in César Almeida. I said on Moneyline, I don't think he'll fight for a title. I don't think he's that good. But when you're up against a 49-year-old fellow striker who's not excellent, kind of tailor-made to win that fight, right? Gadzhiyasulov and Aliev with the decisions, I think those are pretty likely. And then Roman Kopylov and Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis is the best opponent out of all of those opponents. But the way he matches up with Kopylov is the problem. Kopylov is a technical striker. He's seen some solid opposition in the UFC. And dare I say Chris Curtis is a little overrated? A little overrated. All right. Good dude. Tons of sparring. All right. That dude's been hitting the head plenty. He sparred a lot of rounds with Sean Strickland. They had beef at one point. That's Sean Strickland's boy. I just think that his toughness won't be enough for the W. He likes to go to split decisions. I don't think he's going to get to Roman Kopylov enough. I think Kopylov has a much brighter future. That's another gatekeeper, Chris Curtis. I mean, I can never see Chris Curtis challenging for a title. Short dude who just has trouble getting inside, tough, durable, experienced veteran, but an ugly record and not a beautiful style either. Chris Curtis would be the easiest dude to make a game plan against, jab him and move, kick his calf, stomp his knee. It's pretty straightforward, right? I'm going Soriano for a takedown win by TKO. Brother, if he hits takedowns, that would be very smart. Soriano was a wrestler way before starting MMA. Yeah, but, where is it? It's like, I am not impressed by your wrestling performance, and even in the striking, it's not that impressive. The power's impressive, but you have to make contact. It's not about having the package. It's also about the delivery system. The package has to get to the destination. I think that's where he struggles. Am I crazy for thinking Merab has a decent chance? Fuck no. Merab's the champ, dog. Of course you're not crazy for thinking any of the champs have a decent chance. Merab, is cardio machine. His wrestling's tremendous. His striking is not good. And I think that's the issue here. I think it's all about can Merab hang in there with the speed? Because there will be a difference in speed. For a Nurmagomedov, my man is fast. And I could imagine Merab getting tagged up. So Merab will need takedowns. He could get some, but will he be able to control? Probably not. As to where that's the Nurmagomedov style, right? Umar, Khabib, Islam Makhachev, et cetera, they're good at control. Like, they're good at not over wrestling. There's this old video of Khabib that I sent the Oscar brothers just to square that circle. Oscar, who's one of the people I sent that video to, fought Bashi, who's fighting Christian Rodriguez on Saturday. So I'll rewatch that fight over the weekend. I sent them this video of Khabib teaching his style, just a little bit of wrestling for MMA. And he was talking about how American wrestlers like sometimes over wrestle. You get somebody down and you're like, all right, I'm gonna crawl up the body. Okay, now I'm gonna put a hook in. Okay, now I'm gonna put my other hook in. Okay, now I'm gonna ride the person out. Now I'm going for ground and pound. As to where with the Dagestan style, they take you down, they wrap those legs up, or they put a hook in. I think in this context, they look for that far wrist, and then they set up camp, dude. Bust out the marshmallows. It's time to hang out. Don't over wrestle. Somebody call up what's his face who just lost to Dan Hooker. Somebody help me out in the chat. Over at American Top Team. Son of a bitch. Fucking Gamrot. Thank you. Mateusz Gamrot. Thank you, guys. Mateusz Gamrot, it's like he over wrestles all the time. You don't see the Nurmagomedovs doing that. I'm concerned that Merab will make that mistake, I talked to somebody who trains with Merab, who has seen Merab, get a little tagged up on the feet and have some issues with submission grappling. Merab's looked tremendous in the UFC. Make no mistake. I'm not here to rag on Merab, but he's beatable. He's got serious weapons. I mean, against people who aren't great wrestlers, you are pretty much fucked. But there's not too many people with that last name who are not great wrestlers. So, I think that's a really good fight. And I already have 2 bets on that card. And I don't think I touched that fight yet. So that's an interesting one for sure. Mateusz Gamrot. Thank you, guys. What up, Brian Hong? Gamrot robbed? I don't know, man. He had a bad fight against Dan Hooker. I might have to give that one to Hooker. Man, all those 5 sound really, really good. Sean Shelby, good luck. I think I'm going Soriano. You told me. Finch, I think you may be starting 2025 with a clean slate. Those were solid picks. Thank you, brother. I am on a lot of dogs on this card, so there are some interesting ones for sure. I don't mind going through them with you guys. You guys want to talk dogs? Let's talk dogs. Okay? Christian Rodriguez. I said it. Look, Austin Bashi's good, man. I rewatched Austin Bashi against Oscar. He just shoots a little bit far away, which you can kind of see coming. And so Christian Rodriguez might be able to defend some of those. You saw him, be able to get competitive with the Crimson Chin himself, Raul Rosas Jr., the Super Chin, Jimmy Neutron himself. Dude looks like American Dad. I think that Christian Rodriguez could potentially stand up after getting taken down and make this thing a fight. Bashi's also got Muay Thai experience, but it's pretty basic. He's standing right there in front of you. He's not moving excellent or super fast or nothing. He's fucking strong though. He's powerful. So I get why he's a favorite. It's his UFC debut. Christian Rodriguez already has 6 UFC fights under his belt. He's like 26, 27, whatever. Austin Bashi's a newborn baby. You know? So there's reasons to look at that dog, but I'm not crazy about it. I mean, that's a good fight. I could see Bashi winning that fight. Bashi's very strong, solid takedowns on the fence, but again, they're pretty bread and butter. I could tell you right now how to defend it if you want. Somebody grabs their hands around your legs on the fence. You split your legs sideways. You grab those fucking elbows or those wrists. You jack those things up like you're putting on a pair of overalls. You pummel that fucking underhook. You switch your hips. You jack up the underhook and you get off that fence. And Christian Rodriguez does that well, and he fights the hands well. So, Rufus Sport being a striker gym, people are always trying to take them down. They know how to wrestle on the fence. All right. Felipe Bunes, I took over Jose Johnson. Felipe Bunes is good, man. I got to watch him spar over at Fight Ready when I was hanging out with Henry Cejudo and Captain Eric Albarracin. Yeah, he's good. He's good at jiu-jitsu, which is my concern here against Jose Johnson. I do think Jose Johnson's a more dangerous striker, but Felipe Bunes' submission is the pick. Dog money. Ihor Potieria is probably going to lose pretty much every fight, unless he's fighting like 50-year-old Shogun, right? I like Trey Ogden over Thiago Moisés. I did kind of lean Preston Parsons, but I don't know. This new AKA guy might beat his ass. I need to really research that fight to be complete transparency. These girl fights, man. I'm gonna go with Ernesta because she's 5'9", and this Nicole Cagliari girl is 5'3", and I think she'll be stuck on the feet with her and against a better striker, but AJ DeVito thinks she'll hit takedowns. Maybe. I told you guys I like Gadzhiyasulov. Victoria Dudikova. What the fuck is Fatima Klein a 9-1 favorite for? What the fuck is going on there? I got to really dig into that one because Fatima Klein was the initial pick, but like not by much, not by 9-1. The fuck are they looking at? And then I told you guys Aliev over Solecki. Dope card. I did go with Amanda Ribas over Mackenzie Dern, but slightly. Mackenzie Dern's better jiu-jitsu, but Amanda Ribas and Mackenzie Dern's got the dub over her. But Amanda Ribas has done more improving, I think. I like Jason Perillo. It's just, which is Mackenzie Dern's boxing coach. It's just Mackenzie Dern didn't grow up striking, and you can tell. You could see it. So I think she'll have trouble with a well-improved Muay Thai of Amanda Ribas. Amanda Ribas Muay Thai, not good enough to beat Rose Namajunas, but very tough, able to fight 5 rounds. Could imagine her beating Mackenzie Dern here. Good fight. I guess Ponzinibbio over Carlston Harris because Carlston Harris's chin is gone, but you really going to bet on Ponzinibbio? Good luck. I told you guys César Almeida over Alhassan. I told you Roman Kopylov. So that's the entire card right there, folks. I gave you the entire fucking card, okay? I got you. Bunes will get the takedown for rear naked strangle. It's kind of what I'm banking on too. He trains with the Pitbull brothers. They're solid black belts. you know. If you're undefeated, C-Rod will take that O, you know? There's a few O's that got to go on this card, I think, which AJ DeVito, disagreed with me about, but I think at least one or two of these O's are going, you know? I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I did. I got my wife a custom Lord of the Rings painting, and we marathon the entire 12 hours of Lord of the Rings. Here's a print to show you guys. Look at how dope this shit is. Look at how dope this shit is. This is a print from Zana Feli. Sorry, Miss Feli, if I got the name a little off, but she is a Russian artist, so you guys can go check her out for sure. She makes dope shit like this. Big ass Gandalf fan, dude. When I was like 10 years old, I had the Lord of the Rings Gandalf poster in the bedroom. Like, Gandalf's the man. I always liked the old wise. So Yoda and Star Wars, Gandalf and Lord of the Rings. So we had went all Lord of the Rings this Christmas. We got Hobbit, like Shire, like Matt before you walk into the house. Then it's a giant painting of Rivendell with the entire fellowship leaving Rivendell. You guys like, Mike, you're a fucking dork. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I pay the rent in this bitch. All right. I might not own it, but I do pay the rent here. Etc. Tons of Lord of the Rings stuff this Christmas. So that's how we're doing it around here. I even grabbed 2 swords. All right. I've got fucking swords in my house. So not only are you going to meet the Glock 34, you might just meet a fucking medieval sword you run up in this bitch. Okay. And I know karate. Don't fuck around with the Finch household, folks. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I hope everybody had a good New Year. I hope you enjoyed the Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk fight. I never really did a post-mortem on that one, but it was a great fight. I really enjoyed it. I've watched it twice. I purchased it because I had to watch it, even though it wasn't even live. It happened at some crazy time. I was like working. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go home and watch this shit. I still purchased it. And even though, Turkey Al Sheik posted it like the next day on YouTube for free, I knew he was going to do that shit again. Still worth buying it. That's how much of a Tyson Fury fan I am. Good fights. We got the pick right. I gave you guys the pick on that one. I hope some of you guys cashed out. I will be giving out bets for UFC cards all year and BKFC cards. So in a little bit here, you guys are going to see the BKFC predictions. I'm trying to cook something up with AJ right now, but for sure, I'll be dropping my bets for BKFC as well. That'll be available to you guys. Come hang out on Telegram. Telegram is cool. Okay? Don't hate on Telegram. If you do hate on Telegram, that's fine. I'm gonna try to maybe find another way to give you guys my bets. But I like to do it, off of these basic social media ones. So we'll see what I choose. I don't know. Fucking what's that website? Why am I fucking blanking today? I need some goddamn sleep. Patreon. Something like that. I like Telegram. You can click the link in the description. I will give you guys some of my favorite bets on the card, and then my absolute favorite bets, the one I'm putting big money on, big money for me. Those will be on premium channel. My lock, my parlay, my 3 premium plays, and I got the wild card already cooked up for you on this one. I definitely already bet on that one already. All right, folks. I appreciate you guys coming through. I hope you enjoyed the Slim Shady Open. Until next time, it's peace and love.